am I a feminist? Yeah. 10 years ago, I would have answered in a really different way.
What would you say 10 years ago if
Yes.
I asked you as a feminist?
Yes.
You would have said yes.
10, 15 years ago, I would say yes. Nowadays, feminist is not like, it's more hates towards women, towards men, sorry. Hates towards men. Like right now it's a gender war. You use an excuse to be feminist to just look like better than men and whatever. This is all like, feminism was for equality. Okay. It's true then, like equality in human rights, okay? Because men and women are not the same and we are not equal.
But
we should have equal rights.
But when we say men and women are not the same, but we are equal, but we're not the same, we always seem to get hit back with misogynist.
Yeah, because people get triggered a lot about this. Like, it's true. We get triggered about
Did you used to get triggered 10 years ago?
No. The kind of conversation I used to have are completely different. Like, nowadays is all like a mess. But, yeah, I'm not a feminist. I am for equal rights, okay, between men and women. We are not the same, though. We are really not the same. We cannot be equal. Otherwise, we would be the same gender, which we are not. Okay. So, yeah. Well, and then social media, the fact that you can, sleep around easier, like, now. Because before, people, we get judged as women all the time for everything we do. It's true. But nowadays, with the feminism and everything, like, we can do whatever we want. Now I hear a lot of time men that are scared about women that jump on them, which to me is crazy. To me, it's crazy when I hear this kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, this girl, I went on a Tinder date and she jumped on me, and I was like, okay.
Do you know why? Because women have been empowered and they've been liberated, and my body, my choice, and they're right, and they have autonomy and sovereignty over their bodies. So it means they can make decisions, and you can't shame them. So, dating apps cater to women, and especially good-looking women.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about dating app, but...
You don't use dating apps? You never use them?
I downloaded once a dating app when I broke up with my ex, because my friends were like, you need to start a date again, blah, blah, blah.
Friends, it's always the friends. It's always the friends.
I download an app for people that go to the gym, because that's one thing that I want from a man. He has to go to the gym. And I didn't know how to use it, so I just scroll. But I didn't know that scrolling, you were accepting people.
You just accepting bam, bam.
I was just scrolling thinking you just see the picture, you know what I mean? So I accepted like 15 men, and they messaged me back. And when one guy messaged me something, and I actually saw the message, it was like, that's why I don't use dating app, and I delete the app. Like, no. Like, you say, what he said, I would love to take you to the cinema, but they don't let you bring your own snack.
Was that his bars?
I'm like, what is that? I'm the main meal, first of all. I'm not a snack.
Oh, okay. We'll get into that later.
Okay, first of all. And secondly, you're like, what the hell is that, Okay, no, I don't like that kind of approach.
Spider, why do you think, single mother, even though it's in the UK or even in the US, we can...
Everything you've said sounds similar to what's happening in America. I mean, it started, or maybe, I'm not sure when exactly it started in the UK, but for us it started like in like the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. Women started being told, well, we'll give you welfare, we'll give you access to these programs, so long as you're not making a certain amount of money within the home. And that translated into a lot of women saying, well, I mean, the men weren't making enough money anyway. And then you've got this whole, well, I'm a black woman, I'm strong, don't need a man anyway, I can do it myself. And then you've got these daycare programs and the government saying, well, we'll give you, a scholarship, or if you move into this place, we'll do this for you. And, you go throughout time, and that just doubles down into, well, why do I need a man? I can just have this, and this, as she said over there. Why do I need this guy? But what that translates into now is men are just money. Am I just a financial thing to you? And so a lot of men, unfortunately, are saying, okay, well, I'm going to just have a child, dip out, child support will help you, I guess, and you don't really need me anyway. You're strong, independent. So that kind of ideology, girls will be like, well, it's empowering. And it's like, yeah, it is. But to a man, when we hear that, it's like, okay, well, I'm just some transactional machine for you. So now I'm going to treat you like a transactional machine as well. And that translates into, an increase in just children just not having fathers around. I mean, even my followers, a lot of them are men that didn't have dads, and they find solace in my message. And it's just like, damn, I didn't realize there were this many single mothers out there. I didn't realize there were this many men that didn't have fathers out there.
Yeah, no, there's a lot, man.
And it makes a lot of men end up becoming very weak. And unfortunately, that increases the SA rate, and that increases the unaliving rate, and all these other things that are affected by this thing. Because, again, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of women don't understand. Like, the nuclear family is the core of every single nation. And when you start to tamper with that because you want to be independent, it's like, number one, you're not independent. You're reliant upon a system that has multitudes of different cogs and machines working together to help you, either through the daycare system, either through the medical system, food, your job. You're still relying on something. You're not independent. You think you are, because the system allows for you to have this illusion that you are. But you are so dependent. I think women are actually the most dependent they've ever been in history, because if you lose your job, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to try and call whoever can get you another job, or whoever can give you money. And what are you going to trade for that? Oh, some girls will go into bed and get banged out for that. Or they'll sacrifice their degree and go work as a waitress. But at the end of the day, you are dependent, especially in an emergency situation.
Okay.